This research presentation is recorded by Elizabeth Ellis from University of Northern Colorado for ECLD 607. What do teachers in my school use to support English language learners in literacy? In my research, I asked the question, what do the teachers in my elementary school use to support English language learners who are acquiring English as a second language? The research was based on 3 different English language acquisition Spanish teachers who are in grade levels kindergarten through 2nd grade at my elementary school. Each teacher's higher education, years teaching experience, and role within the school were important considerations when selecting teachers to observe throughout the research this semester. Within my elementary school, teachers who teach English language learners are found to be using a program called Avenues during the daily English language development block. I observed many lessons taught by experienced teachers and witnessed students actively engaged in the lessons. My research design was based upon teachers who teach children how to read and write, which naturally happens in the younger grades, such as kindergarten through 2nd grade. Each teacher also had the opportunity to ask myself questions and share their opinions of the program used at my school. Overall, the teachers responded that they liked the program and kept using it even though the program is not a current publication and lacks many important aspects in teaching English today, such as a correlation between Common Core state standards and other new evidence-based standards used in Colorado. Data was collected by myself over a duration of a 4-week period for an average of 2 hours per classroom. I recorded on an observation log each time I visited the classrooms, and I only observed during the English language development block. The students were not observed at all throughout the research, only the educators in grade levels K through 2. Here's an example of the teacher survey that each teacher took and responded to. The survey asks questions about the students' progress and mastery of the English language through their English language development block. Here's an example of the teacher reflection questions I asked in my research. These questions are all based around the teacher's teaching practices and how they are supporting their English language learning students during the English language development block. This slide shows the questions I asked the teachers about their personal opinions of the program used during the English language development block. The overall theme was a positive theme, noting the experiences and awareness of the content and materials used in the program known as Avenues. The teachers completed this and all other surveys individually, so no one person's opinions would not skew the other responses in this research. The next few slides show the bilingual first grade classroom where I observed throughout the semester. The first picture on the left shows a word wall in Spanish, and on the right shows a word wall in English. These word walls were used during the English language development block, where students would use the 4 language domains known as reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Throughout a lesson, students would often find these resources very valuable when doing a writing or reading lesson with a partner or whole group. On this slide, we see a big book used to teach English language during the English language development block. On the right side, we see picture representations of all the people in a family. These both were used during a recent lesson to teach English to students who natively do not speak English. On this slide, we have 3 pictures. These 3 pictures show the animal alphabet in English. A previous English lesson for the students and the teacher used pictures, cognates, and a whole group setting to learn new English language vocabulary with a fun and interesting topic. Sometimes the students work as partners and sometimes they work in a whole group. On this specific lesson, the students were back and forth between whole group instruction and small group instruction. In conclusion of my research, I found in my research that the teachers in my school use many different ways to support their English language learning students. 2 out of the 3 teachers posted content language objectives, used different methods to support student learning, like CDs that read aloud English stories, big books, anchor charts, and word walls in both languages. The teachers at my school use Avenues as the program to support literacy, but there are many students learning is differentiated and made comprehensible, like using cognates and pictures to illustrate a word in English. Through this research, I'm more aware of my surroundings and how English language learning students develop English language literacy skills from this research. Once again, this is Elizabeth Ellis from University of Northern Colorado, presenting for ECLD 607. Thank you so much.